How long does it take to stop craving sugar? To go from the point when you cannot even imagine your life without your favorite dessert or a snack, to the point when you are completely indifferent to it and you don't even want it. Unfortunately, not that many people talk about it, and that's why I wanted to touch on these subjects and to set realistic expectations for you if you're thinking of going on a sugar detox. Most sugar detoxes that you find online promise you to clear your body out from sugar in 10 or 21 days. The longest one I've seen was 30 days. And it's really not that long if you think about it, but for some reason, so many people fail. Why is that? Problem number one, in my opinion, is that most of these detoxes require people to stop sugar cold turkey all at once. And for most people, even the thought of it is scary and they don't even attempt them. And those brave ones that actually end up doing it run into severe withdrawal symptoms from sugar, and they end up not finishing it or hating it. Many people quit before they allow their bodies to get used to living without sugar. A majority of people end up going back to eating sugar too soon and end up eating even more sugar than they were eating before their detox. Why is that? Because a 10 or 21 or 30-day sugar detox is just not long enough time to fully quit sugar. Number one, this is not enough time for our bodies and for our brains to fully detoxify from sugar and all the negative effects that it created in our bodies. They did not have enough time to fully stop their dependency on sugar. So as soon as they go back to eating carbs and added sugar, their cravings come back. Problem number two is strong withdrawal symptoms. People who go on a sugar detox experience sugar withdrawal symptoms. This is when they start physically feeling sick from not having sugar in their bodies, and they just end up hating it. Problem number two is strong withdrawal symptoms. As soon as people stop eating sugar, they start feeling sick. And this is very discouraging, especially if you were imagining that your health will magically improve as soon as you will stop your sugar. There are many ways to reduce, even completely avoid sugar withdrawal symptoms while going through sugar detox, and I talked about them in my sugar withdrawal symptoms video. You can find the link in the description. And problem number three is the fact that eating sugar is a very hard habit to break. Our brains become hardwired to make us want to eat sugar at certain situations. And because we had some endorphins and dopamine released, and we become addicted to that feeling, and it becomes habitual. We literally learn to believe that we need sugar to be happy. Many of us are trained since childhood to use desserts to celebrate certain happy moments of our life and certain achievements. And we become addicted to that feeling, and we start seeking desserts at the times when we need a little pick us up, when we are not feeling so good and we don't feel so achieved. And this becomes a vicious cycle that is possible to break, but only after we fix the two main physical reasons for why we are craving sugar. And after that, working on habits becomes much easier. So there are three main reasons why people crave sugar. These are blood sugar imbalances, gut imbalances, and habits that we just spoke about. And to be able to stop your sugar addiction, you need to work on all three of these areas at the same time. A short 10 or even 21-day sugar detox maybe will improve some of your blood sugar imbalances. But it is certainly not enough time to make significant changes in your gut flora and to get rid of all the sugar-loving bacteria, yeasts, and parasites that may be already abundant in your intestine. So when you go through a short sugar detox and then go back to eating sugar, all the cravings come back because you still have that microflora that loves eating sugar, and it makes you crave sugar. And it is impossible to change your habits around sugar during a short sugar detox, because next time you're gonna go and end up in a situation where you are used to eating sugar, say maybe a birthday party, or pizza on a Friday night, or popcorn and candy in the movies. If you are not prepared for these situations, you are going to be a victim of falling into temptation and having your sugar snack. So as you can see, you do need more time to quit sugar. In my experience as a sugar detox coach, 90 days or 3 months or 12 weeks, whichever one sounds better to you, it's the same length of time, is enough time to stop your sugar cravings for good, like for real. 90 days is enough time to rebalance your gut flora, to get rid of all the sugar-loving bacteria, yeasts and parasites, and restore your gut with good bacteria that loves to eat healthy food. The problem is that the microbiome of your intestine adjusts to your diet that you currently are eating, and when you stop eating that food, it revolts, it makes you crave, it releases certain chemicals into your brain that makes you crave the food that they are missing. And that's why you need to get rid of them, and you need to repopulate your gut with good gut bacteria that helps you to stay healthy. This process takes time. It depends on how bad your gut is and how old and sick or young and healthy you are. But on average, for most people, 90 days is long enough to stop their sugar cravings related to their gut microbiome. In my sugar detox 90-day program, we use food and supplements to rebalance the gut flora. You can find more details about it in the video that I filmed, the 90-day sugar detox program explained, and you can find the link for it in the description. However, I have to stress that it is an important step to become successful in your sugar detox journey. In my private consultations, I discuss with my clients their diet, their lifestyle, and everything that is related to their sugar cravings, and I help them make their own personalized sugar detox plan. So if you think this is interesting for you, you can find the link to schedule a consultation below in the description. And only after physical cravings for sugar are under control, you need to start working on your habits around sugar. You need to ask yourself, what situations make you crave sugar and you are used to eating high carbohydrate meals? Why it's happening to you? And then you need to create a plan for each of those situations, for what are you going to do different to avoid those temptations. You're gonna have to create new pathways in your brain to get used to handle these situations differently. But trust me, it's not so bad once your physical cravings are gone. You're really not thinking about sugar the same way you were thinking before. It's just a habit of you eating it at certain situations, and the emotions that you used to have when you were eating that sugar. And it's going to be different for every situation. Sometimes you may want to choose to go for a walk to make yourself feel better and distract yourself from that dessert. And sometimes you may want to treat yourself with something low-carb or sugar-free dessert. And that decision will depend on, number one, at what stage of sugar detox you are. If you are in your beginning stages, you don't want to really eat any desserts or even sugar-free desserts. Or if you are later on, it's going to be easier to make that decision. And it will depend on what stage of a sugar detox you are on right now and how well you are managing your cravings. You can be in the beginning of your sugar detox, and then you certainly should not be eating desserts and even sugar-free desserts. But later on, when everything is under control, you can treat yourself to something. If you choose to go with the private consultations with me, I will help you create that plan and help you make those decisions one at a time. As you can see, when you are planning to go through a sugar detox, and if you plan to do it long term and not have any sugar cravings, then you need to plan to do it for at least 90 days. However, in my program, you don't have to go cold turkey on quitting sugar. We have a gradual approach to reducing the amount of sugar you eat until it's completely out of your life, and this way you don't have to deal with sugar withdrawal symptoms like headaches, muscle cramps, and feeling tired and sick. It is much easier to do it this way, and it is more sustainable in the long run. In conclusion, I want to say that for you to stop your sugar cravings for good, you need to plan to have a sugar detox for at least 90 days. This is enough time for you to stop your blood sugar imbalances, to rebalance your gut flora, that makes you crave sugar, and learn new habits around sugar. Please like this video if you find it helpful, and subscribe to the channel to get more sugar detox tips. I'll see you next video. Bye!